scary story time. So we're heading home from the river, and we're coming up the road that leads to my road in this woods. This wood stretches behind my house. And we get about here, and then I'm like, just being goofy in that, and I start looking on the woods, and it's like, oh, the are gonna come and get me. Didn't think of anything of it, So we just kept walking home, me being goofy or whatnot. So basically only like a block away, so here we are. And get up to the sunroom, and I just chilled for a few. So I just hear ruffling, and I look up, and this was a different door at a time, a half panel. But I hear the ruffling, I get right up, I look, and there was some object that ran right by here. So when I got about here, I just seen this, and this is what it looked like. Now, I just got up, and that's what I saw. Like the back of it was just like almost, it was like a crawl, like run. So I was trying to process what I just seen. So I went back down, and I started talking, and I was like, what did you hear? They said they heard some type of like running and whatnot, like a dog. And I heard like a ruffling and a rushing noise. This thing was running on all four, coming up the sidewalk there. It had like fur on it, and it was like a black with white ingrated into it, like a coarse hair. It honestly looked like a... Anyways, later that night, came in the house, I don't know, it was like 1, 2 in the morning. Came in the half bath here to use it. As using it, I was looking out this window. Well, as you can't tell, it's a very old window, but right through there, on the loop of dot, is the opening for this trail. This is it in the daytime. As I was doing my business, looking out the window towards that trailhead, I saw this like 8-foot tall figure, and you can tell it had shoulders and a head, but it dripped down to its like feeding in a way. But the moonlight was going. You could see the other trees, like the deadwood trees around, but that was darker than a shadow. It was, you can definitely tell. This is kind of what I thought it looked like. Remind you, this is all the same night. The walk, the me being goofy, saying that, coming back in the sunroom here and seeing that out the door. Like, I even went out and investigated. I didn't see anything in the front or the back, and it was snow time. My sidewalks were dry, but everything was around it was snow or ice that before the fencing. So there was some type of evidence of it running by, but to be honest, there was no evidence, no footprints of coming in the yard or nothing. So it was kind of a little eerie of me processing it when I came back, because I was asked like what went on. It's like, I don't know, I didn't find evidence of it, and it's like I saw what I saw, and it's like, okay, whatever. This was all the evening before. So the next day came, me and my friend met up, and at some point we started discussing the evening before. They said morning they woke up and came out into the sunroom for a cig. They looked out the window here, and that leads out to my chicken coop. You can see right there. Little chicken coop right there. Well, anyways, right next to it is fencing. That's the run. Well, I started describing that figure that I saw, and they said they saw that figure like halfway between the sunroom and the chicken coop. So when they got up to like really see it, it ran towards the coop and hit the fence. So I wasn't the fullest believer of paranormal things like that, which I do believe in things, but I think with me goofing around and actually like saying those words, I kind of like summoned it and it stuck around for a bit. But like to be honest, it's not windy out today, and with me talking about it up the road, like there's been kind of like weird sounds going on, and I'm not just saying that, but all I can say is I wanted to say this weird story, but but yeah, watch your wording when you're goofing.